What up, fam? This is Steven Talbert. So this is TalbyReacts. So this is Recommendation Thursday. And so every Thursday I kind of recommend an anime, a different music. And so I was talking to my brother yesterday, and we were just talking about anime and just what to watch and kind of some of that. And my brother was like, I have these 4 different animes, and 2 of these animes were part of the what we call the big 3. And so the big 3, if you don't know, is pretty much Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. And I was like, maybe I should do a video about kind of what, if you were beginning anime or trying to get into anime, if you wanted to watch these big 3, what would you watch, or what would you try to watch? And so I kind of wanted to make a video about these 3 anime and kind of my thoughts on them and kind of in my recommendations on them. And so pretty much moving forward, the big 3 are Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. And why they're considered the big 3 are usually they're the most popular. They're the 3 biggest popular animes. Like when I say anime, you think of One Piece, you think of Naruto, and you think of Bleach. And that's just because you see it in all the different stores. It's really easy to find. Those animes are probably the most easiest to find, and kind of so on. And so those are kind of the 3 top anime. I may even talk about 1 or 2 other anime that I kind of think that should belong in that group, and also I recommend as well. And so, let me kind of go to just tell you my opinions of all the 3 different animes. And so, I want to start off with my favorite, which is Naruto. Naruto follows this kid called Naruto Uzumaki, and he is part of the Leaf Village, and he has the beast spirit in him, and he tries to become king, basically a Kage, which is the ruler, the ninja leader of the village. And it's his journey through going through this. And so there's 2 actually specific series. And so there's the regular Naruto show, and then what we call the Naruto Shippuden. So it's like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z pretty much, although it's not as noticeable as those Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. If you really wanted to try to start out and you wanted something real quick, I would actually go with Naruto somewhat, because you could start out on watching the first Naruto series, and what's good about Naruto, it's already kind of done, and so like One Piece is still going, and Bleach is kind of in between. It's almost pretty much right. It's wrapping up, but there's still someone making manga for it, if I'm not mistaken. And so, but what's cool about Naruto is you could watch the first Naruto series and then say, do I want to move forward and watch, into Naruto Shippuden, which is pretty much the continuation of Naruto, or do I want to stop? And so, which is real doable. I think Naruto is like it's about 1 or 2, it's a 200 or 300 episodes. And Naruto is a fantastic anime. It's real identifiable. I think it's probably the most easiest identifiable type anime, especially if you're that kid who just doesn't have much friends and stuff like that. And it's the most likable of the 3 anime, I per se say. And so I think it's good. The payoff is hard. I think that's the one thing that Naruto lacks, is a good payoff. It really does take toward the end of Naruto for you to say this Naruto, like, you feel like what just happened is like it pays off. It just takes a while for that show to really pay off, and I think that's one of the biggest problems of that show. But I think what's good about that show is that all the characters are really likable, and you feel like you get to know pretty much by the end of the anime, like everybody in that anime. And the filler is pretty likable, and so are the movies. The filler is not terrible, and like it'll just go on for like 10 or 15 episodes. And some of the filler actually in the later anime kind of fills you in of like what just happened. Especially like there's a character that they kind of give you kind of the backstory, and that is real helpful. Or they do the backstory of certain other events. And so I feel like Naruto is a great anime. You should definitely go watch it. And so kind of moving forward, is the second anime that's really like it, which is One Piece. And Naruto and One Piece were the two anime that really got me into watching anime. Started watching those two on Toonami. One Piece is the one anime I do not have as much. I know a lot less of it because I just stopped kind of really watching it when I was a kid. And so I watched about 200 episodes, 100 to 200 episodes of that anime. The anime is still very impressive. It's the longest going anime and it will keep on going and going and going. And it's very like Naruto. It's pretty much about Luffy who's trying to become the king of the pirates, kind of just like Naruto does, and very solid story. I feel like in terms of building other characters, it does the best at it. I think Naruto builds a great world around it, but One Piece, it builds like Luffy tries to build his pirate ship, and the characters on that pirate ship are the ones you really do like. I don't know. I think they're more likable. But I still think, although One Piece is definitely the most intimidating anime, because of just how many episodes there are in trying to catch up. And so if you have a very long time, a couple free weeks to watch straight up anime, you'll definitely it takes a long time to do it. But I feel like unlike Naruto, the biggest payoff, there's a lot more quicker payoffs in One Piece, and that's just nice. Overall, it's a great anime. You should definitely go watch it as well. The third anime is Bleach. Bleach is a lot different. It still has a pretty good world. All three of these have masterclass worlds. But I feel like Bleach, out of all three of them, are the most less fleshed out world of all the three big anime. But it still does a great job. I feel like the surrounding character sets are less. I feel like there's the best dynamic duo, but I feel like the characters around them are not as great per se. Although it's still pretty good, it was a very, very long, continuous anime. The fights are probably one of the best. I feel like, I feel like it has the best evil villain actually in that anime. I feel, very much so. The Aizen, when Ichigo fights Aizen, which is somewhat of a spoiler, but not really, is considered one of the biggest, best fights of all time, and definitely worth watching, but somewhat confusing. But I think you definitely, if you want something completely different from Naruto and One Piece, definitely go watch Bleach. And I think it's also one of the more mature, of course, one of the more mature of those three. I think one other anime I would kind of bring into the fold is this is always my best pick. It's Fairy Tail, which is pretty much a good combination of both Naruto. It's basically what if Naruto and One Piece came together and they made another anime, and that anime is Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail basically is set in this magical world, and it has this character called Natsu, which is a very comparable character to Luffy. And they fight in this guild, and they do different missions and all that. And if I had to really suggest, kind of out of those four, my choice is Fairy Tail. I love that anime, and I think it's going to possibly become the best anime out there, especially that now that Naruto is slowly dying out, and I think Fairy Tail is right for the picking. It will definitely be better. And there's a lot of shows. They have hundreds of shows in that show, but it's very intriguing. They do a lot of different things, like there's like time jumps in there, and there's some real interesting things that they do in Fairy Tail. And I hope you like that show. Kind of, what are your thoughts? What do you like of the big three anime? Do you have any good opinions about Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece? I'd love to hear them, because I am fans of those shows. And what do you like of Fairy Tail? And just thank you. I just kind of really wanted to kind of give you my opinions of those 3 shows, and hope you like it. And thank you.